So I actually got a recommendation from someone in Illinois to check out United. They'd heard about the church in Seattle, and so I just kind of drove there and walked in 2 weeks after I got to Seattle for grad school. It was kind of crazy. Within this week, I was suddenly touching base with various people in the community, and I felt really connected ever since. It normally takes me a couple months to really begin seeking out and feel comfortable in a church. Especially plugged into a church. Maybe I'll find a place where I can sit and I guess consume the service or be present on a Sunday morning, but to be involved and feel a part of a community, this was probably the fastest I've ever felt involved and plugged in. People were so intentional about including me in the community in a variety of ways. It wasn't you can serve on a Sunday morning by helping us set up chairs. It was let's do life together and go to a trivia night and now I actually know who you are. Or, let's sit and have hot chocolate on a rainy Seattle Thursday night for an hour and a half and then we'll get to talking about Bible study. But it wasn't all business. It felt very, I felt like I knew the people that I was interacting with. I knew about Safe Harbor pretty early on because my friends in the Bible study would often come straight from there to the Bible study. I kept having Thursday classes that kind of got in the way, and I wanted to get involved, but I didn't really until one Thursday my classes were canceled and Jen just said, hey, come join us, help us prep meals. I was like, great, I'll do it. And then the quarantine hit and everything was canceled on Thursdays and the virtual stuff ended on time and I just started going every Thursday. I was like, yeah, I can do this every Thursday. I can participate and contribute. Or I show up to Jen's apartment around 4. We kind of hang out a bit, chop some veggies, maybe get the place ready for people to drop off. People like Nicole and just various people. Libby, Kurt will all come and drop food off at the apartment. Sometimes people will stay and help just pack about 40 boxes of food that we take over. Having those individual boxes is obviously important because of COVID-19. And then usually we spend time, this is my favorite part, is we write messages to people, a way of still being able to communicate with them, that we actually care about them and that we're not just doing this to drop off something at a table, but there's still something personal about it. Something we hope that you're getting through the rainy day. We're gonna get through this. We miss hanging out with you. We're excited to hang out with you again. You'll never walk alone. Just trying to translate some of that onto the individual boxes. Something that I haven't been a part of but have seen is how much the community is determined to advocate for Safe Harbor outside of just delivering meals or dropping things off, whether that's showing up to a city council meeting or talking about the value of that community to our neighborhood in various public forums or city forums. I think it's really been great to see how we've been able to partner with Safe Harbor in that way. A few weeks ago, during the Black Lives Matter protests, some of the people at the Safe Harbor community had a really frank discussion with Jen about how their needs and concerns specifically related to class and homelessness were intersecting with this movement where they didn't know that it matched. And just being able to translate our church's really strong concern for social and racial justice alongside our concern for class justice and concern for those that need housing, and just getting to see how those intersected in that conversation between Jen and some of her friends at Safe Harbor was really cool. In volunteering with the past, I've always tried to volunteer in a way that is kind of relevant to work that I'm already doing, whether it's in-home language teaching or kind of working with people in my immediate community. And so I think working with Safe Harbor was getting to see something that my friends were really passionate about, people that they really cared about. And it's been great to begin to develop a real sense of caring for those same people. and getting to like have friends in that community, in the Safe Harbor community, and getting to know people in that community that my friends really know and care about. It's definitely made me feel closer to United. It's made me feel closer to my friends at United. And it's also really helped me grow and recognize how important consistency is, because United really has been consistent. And I'm so recently a part of it, and yet I can see very obviously how much that consistency has paid off.